Hello, fiber friends. Today we are going to take a look at spinning some fiber with a couple different whorls to see which whorl works the best. First things first, let's talk about fiber. I have 3 different breeds here, and you know that they're 3 different breeds because each one has a different micron count. Let's get them out of their commercial packaging and take a look. I don't always know how to pronounce foreign words very well, but I do look it up and I try my best, so I hope you'll forgive me. Anyway, this breed is Spaghetti, and it is a little thicker. It's not as durable as, like your fettuccine breeds. This one is called Thin Spaghetti. I am pretty sure that Spaghetti is one of the breeds that was used in the development of this breed. Maybe check in the Fleece and Fiber source book if anyone wants to do that, and go ahead and leave a comment for me just to verify. That'd be great. This one is Angel hair, and hair is in the name, so we know that this was probably a breed that was meant for fiber purposes, not so much for meat purposes. I am going to put these aside because the fiber I'd like to spin today is going to require a little bit more preparation. I'm very excited for this one because I've never spun this fiber before. So here's what it looks like in its package. Sometimes I think you can get it in smaller packaging if you wanted to do like a sample, more like a breed study. But this is enough to do a good sized project with. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up and take a look. Oh, I just love the smell of raw fiber. How about you? Oh, it just makes me think of a barnyard. It's so earthy. This is a long wool, you can tell, because it has such a long stable length.
This is an aspen. You can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is.
My favorite way to process this is just to fluff it up by hand. So you can kind of unroll it a little bit and then sort of peel it apart. So these are all separated now. These are ready for spinning just like that. It doesn't take a lot. Oh, it broke. You know, that can happen if you have a tender fleece. And that means that perhaps the animal that grew this fiber was going through something.
Hold on, you got this. All that you wanted is on the other side.
Anyway, I'm gonna keep processing these until we get enough fiber that we can have a good amount for spinning. Oh dear, I dropped some. I think this is enough to get us started. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the whorls that I got and figure out which one is best for this fiber. This one comes from York, which is a very historic place. The older name for it is Jorvik, and it was like a Viking settlement. I'm not sure if this whorl is exactly representative of any of the archaeological whorls that they have found there. This might be a newer interpretation. Moving along here, this one has a peanut butter style center. The way that they're constructed is so similar, and the outer coating of them is it's the same enough. I have another one of this exact same style. It's just a little heavier. If you've noticed, now none of these had the hole drilled in them. These are a little bit of a DIY project in that regard.
He eats it real weird. How do you do that, Raj?
But the next 2 examples of spindle whorls that I have are prepared and ready for spinning. I love these. I think that these are just so pretty. Look at the colors. These are naturally occurring colors. You can see they were probably all cut from the same source material. And what's cool about these is that because they're so specifically colored, it's very easy for archaeologists to track how far these whorls traveled through trade routes. So the next one that I want to show you is a little bit different. It's much thicker and it's much heavier. It seems like people really got attached to this kind of style of spindle. I see a lot of spinners, especially around New York, which is funny because we have York and New York in these examples. All right, are you ready? I'm ready. Let's try and spin a little of this fiber. Oh, I forgot. We have to pick a shaft, don't we? You can't have a spindle without the stick. So I have a couple options here. The more common name for these is garlic breadsticks. And then if those are too small, if they're too thin, then I also have these. These are called rods pretzels. But they do have a good sprinkling of salt. And I kind of prefer to have at least a little bit of salt. To begin, I'm just gonna do like my regular little half hitch, just so I can sort of get it started here. And let's see if that holds. It should hold. Ah, look at that, you guys, we are spinning. So exciting. Okay, so I am going to kind of overlap these a little bit just so they can kind of get that splice started in there. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a twist here and see how we do, if we can get it to stay. Let me back up the camera to make sure you can see everything we're doing. There we go. All right, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a twist here. And
let's see.
Oh, that's why they call it a drop spindle. And you know what? If you're struggling, you can always park and draft it. That means that you just kind of hold it between your knees like that. And that way you can kind of get the twist built up and then sort of pause it so that you don't lose your twist as you draft out the next part. Oh dear, it broke. Well, that's a good opportunity to look at how we can do a join. So you can just do sort of an overhand like that. And it does put a little texture into your final yarn. So another way that you can do a join is with a spit splice. So the way that we do that is we just kind of lick it. And then we lick this one. And then we put them so that they can kind of stick together. It might take a moment to just kind of get that to sort of felt together. If you do it right, look at that. It holds up. Look at that. There's my spit splice right there. And you can barely tell that there's a join there. I'm gonna go ahead and spin a bunch more of this, and then I'll come back when we are ready to ply. It wouldn't be a Jillian video if I wasn't getting fiber in my lip gloss. Or teeth in this case. I was able to spin up this much. Look at that. We have a nice little cop here and it is ready to ply. I am not sure I can get much more onto this spindle. I think this spindle is about at capacity, just the weight of it. For our next spindle, I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these rods pretzels. And I'm just gonna go ahead. Ooh, I hope this doesn't get me demonetized. It doesn't look, it doesn't look very, yeah, it looks a little wrong. But we have, as you can see, I'm just giving it a little opposite twist. We spun it Z, which means that we are plying S. This yarn is looking pretty good. I wasn't sure what to, oh dear. Look at this yarn. I would love to know what you all would do with this yarn. What kind of a project would you put this in? Would you weave with it? Would you knit, crochet? I would love to hear all about it. And of our different types of whorls. Let me know which one is your favorite. I think I might have to go with the York peppermint patty. I know some people think it tastes like chocolate toothpaste, but I think it's refreshing. All right, fiber friends, that does it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you down in the comments section. Happy spinning! You can remove the whorls and then use this like a bobbin, and you could put it maybe through a basket, like the holes in the side of a basket. And if you're having trouble with that and you find that it's too long, you could just shorten it up a little to wherever you need it to be. Make it work.